Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Mojo in his TVP T50/51. This is the tier 10 check. Don't ask me what I almost said, because I don't know what I almost said, but it's a check tank. You can tell because of, flags and such, and the fact that it's amazing. Anyways, this is a great little tank. Ooh, how did that paint job? But anyways, great little tank, and nice little autoloader on it. So 4-round burst. This is a tier 10 game on Glacier, and I should actually bump his minimap up, which means he's most likely the first time I've ever cast a game of his. But I feel like I've cast one other of his at some point. But either way, can I get comments and likes and such in the comments below for Mojo and his first game being sent in, please, and thank you. Let's have him send another game in, because if this game is anything to go by, this guy is going to be quite entertaining to watch. Ooh, aiming for that rear track. He's trying to freeze the standard B in place. I'm pretty sure all 4 of those shells connected. The first one may have, or the last one may have missed, but I'm pretty sure all of them connected. And so when he finishes reloading here in a second, if he catches a glimpse of that standard B, it's going to be very near death. But yeah, so when you're playing an autoloader, remember to be moving when you're reloading. In this situation, I don't think there's many places he can move to where he's going to be able to gain a significant advantage by moving. But when you're reloading, that's always when you want to be shifting position and trying to get into a better one. Especially if you're not really overly happy with your current position. Because when you're reloading, you can't do anything else. You can't stop to engage a target, kind of thing, right? And make sure that if you ever start a move where you're going to be, it's going to be 30 seconds to a minute before you're engaging the next enemy target, that's a good time to start reloading. Assuming that you have, more than just one shell expended. Sometimes it's worth keeping 3/4 of a clip in, so that you can fight back if somebody ambushes you along the way. Most of the time, you want to make sure that you've expanded your clip and your reload so you are fully loaded up when you hit the next target. And yeah, I don't know what else I can say about autoloaders, as we're waiting for this game to pick up a little bit more. Unfortunately, right now, so Glacier is a really involving map when you're in it, but it involves a lot of waiting because of the fact that unless you're a heavy tank engaged in this melee, everybody else is just doing poking and prodding and feints and little subtle charges and stuff like that. There isn't going to be any massive exchanges of weaponry unless somebody does something incredibly stupid. Now, if somebody does something incredibly stupid, then yeah, an entire team may open up on somebody. If say Mojo crested this ridge and just started running across the open, yeah, that would get everybody's attention and he'd have a problem. But barring something like that happening, this is going to be a slow game. It's going to be a game of everybody trying to get marginal victories and eking out until you can start to, until something crumbles enough that the pieces all scatter and then everything goes down. So now, this is one of those pieces. The fact is, the enemy has just let an autoloader gain the hill. And they gained it because their RU-251 decided he didn't want to sit there anymore and not be involved in the action. And it may feel like, yeah, he wasn't involved in the action, but what he was doing was stopping Mojo from climbing this hill. And now that he you know, we got Mojo up here. Mojo can significantly change the battle from here simply by being able to hold, or be able to prevent enemies from holding the backside of this hill. He can jump up on here and he can snipe all down here and prevent them from holding these locations, which are really key for their defense. So from here he can do a lot to impact the enemy defense, and he can do it in a very subtle way that they may not realize until it's way too late. But apparently they have in fact managed to secure. Oh no, that's a WZ, sorry, that is trying to run. 2 shells into it, and that's going to get away. The RE-251 is in a similar situation, but I think he's probably already bailed. And they've abandoned the back half of this hill. So that's also really crucial. Nice shot. Going for that tracking shot again, unfortunately didn't get it. So, well, it's always a little bit bad when the guy right beside you dies, but I don't think we're lit, so it's okay. So because the enemy has to have been in the backside of this hill, it gives us giant bits of map control. The only problem is that we have given over all of this map control to do it. So we have to cross open space to get to their lines, whereas they get to cross and cover to get to our lines. It's not a good thing to have, and it's definitely going to make our approach a lot harder. But that all being said, it can still be done. Now, especially because of the fact that our I-7 and T-30 are already at the enemy lines. So there isn't much they can do to stop them from getting there. They're going to push up, they're going to take cover, and they're going to slowly mince these defenders. Now, the problem is going to be this RE-251 and anyone else that's over here. Oh, come on. Nice shot. One more. Yep. Good job. Tagging for almost 600 damage. Obviously not enough to kill him, but enough to make him start thinking twice about things, as he no longer has that health buffer he had. Also, there's an E100 in our base. I don't know if Mojo's going to be able to get eyes on him or not. He is really just concentrating on this RU right now. The RU is dead. RU died to the Conqueror, I believe. Or another friendly. I don't know if Mojo's realized that yet. Oh, apparently the Conqueror is calling him a moron. That's good to know. Alright. Apparently we're not a scout. And this is somehow bad. Not being a scout tank is a horrible thing. Why you, Mojo? Why would you not be a scout tank? No, he's a medium tank. You obviously. So I think what the Conqueror was actually trying to say was, you're not scouting, and that makes you bad. The problem is, as much as Mojo is not scouting, obviously, he is doing his job still. E100, that's a risky shot to take no matter what. Unfortunately, the Conqueror doesn't have any health and is going straight at him. Ooh, nice shot taking it out of the WZ. Having taken out the WZ, he can now, I don't know about focus, but he can fire shells in this general direction. Unfortunately, all 3 of them bounce. Because of the fact that he just doesn't have the pen with his standard rounds to go through an E100. He would have to have had his heat loaded before that engagement took place, in order for that to matter. At this point in time, BM up here is now null and void. And if he wants to kill that E100, he's gonna have to get down and probably circle around a bit. Otherwise, he should be engaging down here and trying to free up these guys so they can start the cap. even if that E100 walks over to our cap circle and jumps on it, there, which he just did, there's nothing Mojo can do from here. He needs to be moving, and he's finally doing so. Good. Foshby spotted in the middle of the map. We'll be able to light him in a second. Now we can see him. Can we see him? It looks like no. He's still on the other side of a rock. Come on, you should be pushing forward, Mojo. It's a Fosh. It can't see you. You can see it long before it can see you. Oh, there we go. Gets a nice shell into its side because of the fact that it went all aggressive. It is, however, killing our T10, which is bad. It does kill our T10. However, Mojo is going to make it pay with its life. Unfortunately, that gets him lit, which means the E100's got to be aiming over this way. And with only 37 seconds left on the clock, he definitely has enough time to reload, but he does not have enough time to maneuver. So he was recently lit. The E100 knows exactly the direction he's coming up from. He doesn't have time to circle around and come in from a different direction. He pretty much needs to go straight at this guy, which is deadly when you're going up against an E100. The upside is that Mojo has some health pool left to work with, and all he has to do is that to reset the cap. He ain't nice and lucky, and that second shell also goes in. I was fearing that second shell might drop a little low and hit the E100's tracks, and if it did that, then it would have just fizzled. It would have been absorbed by the tracks and not done anything. And that would have been annoying. He's sitting here to make sure he's out of vision from the artillery before he pushes forward. So we're just going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit because at this point in time, him and the T-30 have to hunt down the Object 277. And now that we're a little bit closer to that being likely to happen, we're going to unpause. So I don't think the 277's been through here. It doesn't look like these vehicles have been pushed out far enough. There is the 277. Gets hit by the T-30 for a bunch of damage. And it looks like we can finish him off before the T-30 reloads. Yep, there goes that. Oh, wait, what? Artillery's right there? Okay. Well, don't get one shot because he... Really? Really? So unfortunately, his second shell, instead of killing the artillery, tracked him. And now you have to reload an autoloader next to an artillery. And he does put his driver back in action, which is good. And he's trying to not get pushed off the cliff or pushed into the wall. The T-30 is trying to kill him. And finally does reload and kills the Oh, I didn't realize that was a vent. That was a geyser. Bamus. Does finally reload and kill the enemy artillery, and this is the win he's been looking for. And consider the fact that he barely got scratched in this game, but still dealt over, well, you know what? I bet you the 6k damage. This was an awesome game. Thank you so much, Mojo, for sending it in, and let's jump over to see his bad results. In the meantime, though, have you sent in another game, Mojo, or is this literally the first time I've ever cast a game from you? I don't know, but either way, let's jump over and let's see what experience he got and how much damage he actually did. This was a second class master badge, which doesn't feel nearly high enough for what he did in that game. Bruiser, Fire for Fact, Defender, High Caliber, and Top Gun. Yeah, he did over 6,000 damage, getting him into 6k damage club. Also 6 kills, 930 base experience. Yeah, I guess because he was shooting a lot of people that weren't tier 10. Wait, what people did he shoot that weren't tier 10? I don't know. Pretty sure 277 is tier 10, right? Oh, wait. Did he only hit the standard breed 3 times? Interesting. So it means he fired one other shell blind that I missed. Huh. That did in fact connect. Well done. Good job. And, you know, even losing a little bit of credits, this is completely worth it. And for this kind of game, I'd take that any day of the week. Thank you so much, Mojo, for sending this in. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. This ioEther out.